Hi, Timothy Carlson here, and once again, time for the Dragon Ball franchise. I'm going to be doing a review for this. This is Bardock, the father of Goku, which is one of the two Dragon Ball Z television specials, although it was marketed as a movie in the United States. This first aired in Japan in 1990, and was released on VHS in America in 2000. It got a DVD release with dub and subtracks the following year. This is the original DVD release of this special. It was later remastered and reissued, but the remastering techniques were questionable, and they cropped the pictures, so you can see why I wanted to get my hands on the original. I'll do a quick unboxing of this, and I'll share some of my thoughts. So here's a nice close-up of the cover. Got Bardock and all his henchmen there. Funimation always wanted to make a big deal about how you had the two audio tracks on here, so that's pretty prominent. There's the spine. Back cover there, Bardock, the father of Goku, got Frieza and his right-hand men. Two pictures from the special, a brief summary. Here's the inside with the actual disc. Sadly, there's not really any inserts or anything here, but I do like how the disc itself has the same art as the packaging. That actually looks pretty cool. Bardock, the father of Goku, is essentially a prequel to Dragon Ball Z that shows Bardock, Goku's father, back when he was working for Frieza's empire, helping a group of other Saiyans conquer planets, and of course getting into all kinds of battles. During an ill-fated mission where they thought they were successful, Bardock was struck with a technique that gave him visions of the future, causing him all kinds of confusion and disarray. And it's through this that he finds out that Frieza is ultimately planning on betraying the Saiyan race, so he decides he's going to change his ways and try to stop Frieza by any means necessary. Of course, if you're a diehard Dragon Ball fan, you know things don't really end the way that Bardock intended. Although he passed along his fighting spirit to his son Goku, who, in the years that follow, will, in a manner of speaking, follow in his footsteps as a warrior. This is actually one of my favorite of the Dragon Ball movies, specials, OVAs, etc. There's a lot of drama on display here, and you get to see Goku's origins as well as the tragic downfall of a lot of the Saiyan race. Even though the Saiyans were largely depicted as enemies in the early sagas of Dragon Ball, this actually makes them a little more sympathetic, and you start to see their plight here and see what happened to their world, as well as how so many of them gained so harsh a hatred for Frieza in the years that would follow. Now, it's only about 50 minutes long, so it's only about the length of two standard TV episodes, but they do manage to pack quite a bit of story in here. A lot of this has since been, retconned and contradicted. Akira Toriyama, who created Dragon Ball, has largely reinvented Bardock in the following years, but really in no consistent manner whatsoever. This is the vicious anti-hero Bardock. This is the version of the character that I like. And the version that he created more recently tends to be more sympathetic, and honestly, I think it kind of takes something away from the character. That said, though, again, one of my favorite Dragon Ball specials, and I'm glad I finally found the original uncropped DVD. Picture quality is not the best. Sadly, this is a transfer that predates the Dragon Box Masters. The Trunks and Bardock specials were not included in the American Dragon boxes because they've had separate releases of those. Although I will take this over the DNR heavy remaster job that was done on the later disc, as well as the cropping. For bonus features, they have the World of Dragon Ball Z featurette, which is like catching up with the series prior to the Android saga. There's also previews for the Trunks special, as well as some of the other Dragon Ball sagas, and even a really horribly dated look at the Dragon Ball Z website and Funimation store. Now, one issue I do have in regards to this disc, this is long before Funimation started doing good dubs of Dragon Ball Z. I strongly prefer the Japanese subtitled version, and at this point, Funimation was still putting insert songs from popular bands into the specials, English dub tracks, and it just sounds horribly out of place. On top of that, the dub dialogue, it's just plain wrong, and they add in a lot of extra dialogue when characters are slightly off camera or their backs are turned. I'm not going to give too many specific examples here just because that could be a story for another video entirely. Funimation always hired really good voice actors, but they weren't able to produce a really good dub of Dragon Ball until Dragon Ball Kai came out in the late 2000s. And from there, they've actually been much better at dubbing the show. I'd like to see this get a new redubbed version as well at some point. Hopefully we can get some 4K masters of the movies along with new dubs that are more accurate. Are you a Dragon Ball fan, and how do you feel about Bardock, the father of Goku? Do you have this release? Do you have the later cropped DNR'd release? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to my channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.